Mount Hope High School has been the main development of teenagers living in the Bristol-Warren Regional School District for getting ready for the world they must face after they graduate, whether it would be working at jobs right out of school or going to college to gain some extra knowledge for their career. It was founded in September of 1993 and built on Chestnut Street when Bristol High School and Warren High School merged. Even to this day, it's become a fun and helpful learning environment for the students that come here. For the most part, because as you can probably expect in this modern day age, some of, if not most, of the students that show up for the day aren't necessarily happy about doing so. Would you say that you're usually happy or unhappy about showing up to school before the YONDR pouches came into effect?
Unhappy.
Any specific reason why?
I don't like school.
The only fun they really get out of showing up is talking to friends, participating in gym class, and most of all, using their phones while in class. Do you feel like students use their phones a lot during class? Before the pouches, yourself included?
Not a lot. Like some, yes, but the long time, no, not really.
Okay. Due to this being a common occurrence, these teens who use their phones in class more often become disturbances to their classmates or teachers and possibly may be performing poorly in terms of their grades. Hoping to prevent this from continuing any longer, the principal of the school, Michelle King, had to partner with a company known for the solution to this exact problem, and their name was YONDR. YONDR is a company that makes pouches for people to store their phones inside and lock up until they're available to use them again in order to keep students focused on work, prevent people from recording footage at movies or live shows, etc. They're already partnering with multiple schools to prevent the use of handheld technology during class, and ever since the start of the second quarter in the 2024-25 school year, they've been a partner with us at Mount Hope as well. When it first came into effect, the students were hesitant towards this new routine. Most of the students were mainly concerned about what would happen in case of an emergency, like if an evacuation occurred due to a chemical leak.
I would say since if there's like an evacuation or we have to escape school for whatever reason and we don't have our phones, we can't contact anybody.
Yeah, we can't. We're not able to actually like call home in case like something actually happens. Say like a school shooter does come in, like we do our lockdown drills and all that. But say it wasn't a drill, we can't call home to say, oh, can you pick us up, or oh, there's something going on. Our parents won't know what's going on unless the school contacts them.
I think that's a big reason why a lot of people switch to not using the YONDR pouch, and a lot of people now sign their phone out. Probably because like that's probably one of the biggest reasons why.
Yeah.
Others, however, were essentially trying to find ways around it. These methods could include trying to pry the pouch open, slamming the magnet lock against a hard surface in order to free it, or keeping their phones hidden in backpacks and saying that they didn't bring their phone to school, as well as bringing other personal devices too big to fit in the pouches or phone locker like iPads. But as we're entering the third quarter, it seems like the students are now cooperating with this change of pace. One thing I remember that the staff talked to us about for these pouch rules was that at some point every day they would do like a quick sweep through each building of the school to make sure that everyone had their phones locked in their pouches or in the phone locker, just in case they didn't have them in the pouches and that they weren't just lying about them. But I guess it never ended up happening. Now, will these new phone pouches be a permanent part of this school's routine? Most signs point towards yes. While it may be frustrating for the freshmen, sophomore, or junior students to have to deal with this for another year or so, especially the 8th graders who will have to obtain these next year while the seniors become free of this problem, it will still be beneficial for the school in the near future for the teachers, and students.
Well, I believe that what we did with YONDR pouches was to approach the situation from three angles: academics, safety, and social emotional well-being. So again, I think the benefit to our students continues to be an increase in academic engagement. Kids are able to actually engage in their schoolwork without the distraction or constant buzz of their device. Their social and emotional well-being is enhanced because they don't have the anxiety or stressor of their phone constantly going off on them. And school safety. school safety, because again, it's about students being engaged in school and what they're here for, and not things that are outside of school.
While the students who come here in the future might be displeased with this change at first, the staff already know that this is for the best.